Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Buggy Reviews. Today's episode, we are going to be checking out Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, I understand that Tom Holland's Spider-Man has always kind of had a few fair share of criticism, especially when you're trying to compare him to previous iterations of Spider-Man on the big screen, you know, when you're comparing him with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and all that. And a number of criticisms people have had with the Tom Holland movies in particular is they always felt like he was never really allowed to be on his own, you know, like he never really got that chance to like make it out as Spider-Man in the MCU, you know, like his own mark. He always had to be saddled up with more bigger characters in the universe to sort of back him up. He was never allowed to be that. He was always Iron Boy or Spider Jr., you know, etc., right? I'm going to tell you right now that that is not the case with this film. Alright? We're going to clear that little error away, because this is probably the most Spider-Man I have ever seen from the Tom Holland films. Like, Spider-Man in this film actually feels like the central leading figure. Like, everything revolves around him. He has to solve shit himself. Like, sure, he might get a little advice or try to go ask for some information, but it never feels like they are overtaking the movie. Even when you have like a bunch of other characters like Hulk or Punisher or whatever, it never feels like, oh, he's gotta get mental advice from him. It's like, no. This is his story, this is his saga, he's got to deal with it himself, you know? Like, that's what it is. And the stakes for this movie are refreshingly low, actually. Like, I know that a common criticism for a lot of MCU movies, or superhero movies in general, is like, the stakes always get, like, way too high, and it just gets to a point where it's like, okay, why care about anything? You know? And I felt like this was a nice, like, chill, laid-back version. It's like, okay, the stakes are lower again, you know, it's more character-driven, character-focused, that kind of thing. Like, yeah, if the bad thing happens in the movie, that's bad, but it's not gonna, like, make the world just explode, you know, and that kind of stuff, you know? And that's honestly the best part of it. It's refreshingly low stakes. I think Tom Holland, he's pretty much got this down. You know, he knows how to act as Spider-Man, and I think in this film, he's really allowed to shine more, because now we can kind of see more of a Peter Parker as we typically expect, you know, living on his own, kind of trying to do his own thing, you know, trying to maintain a work-life balance. But in this film, they're kind of playing with it a little bit, where he's fully dedicating himself to the role of Spider-Man and not as much as Peter Parker, you know, that he's completely enamoring himself with work, and that this is causing a problem. Like, we are dealing with the repercussions of what happened in No Way Home, with all of that, with the Doctor Strange spell making everybody forget who Peter Parker is, you know? And Peter's kind of like contemplating the ramifications of that, like dealing with, I made the people that I care about forget me, what can I do there, you know? And then that's a common theme that permeates throughout the movie, you know? It's like, I would say, like, the theme of it is like the balance. It's like, okay, maybe you have to balance both ends of the spectrum. Like, you cannot be one thing. You gotta be able to accept both sides of it. You know, I think that's what it is. Like, Peter has to accept both parts of himself. And in this film, it really shows up in multiple ways. It's not just the stress of his life. It's how it affects even his abilities, because we start to see that he's using organic webbing. His strength and senses are getting hyper intensified, and he's freaking out because there's this scary balance now he's got to take. He's thinking, oh, I gotta like restrain myself, I gotta be able to hold back, because I'm gonna snap and like accidentally kill somebody, but at the end of the movie, obviously, he manages to not only accept the powers, but he's capable of holding back. Like, it's honestly the most Spider-Man we ever see. It's like Spider-Man is most peak, and a lot of the fight scenes are really cool. I really like it. They're fun, they're entertaining. I was not bored with any of them. I think one of the highlights was like anytime Spider-Man was fighting Scorpion or the Hand, like that shit was awesome as fuck. And another thing, this is probably like the most comic book movie I've ever seen. Like, we have a bunch of characters and stuff in it, and we don't really need to drag on and explain like why they're there. It's like they're there, like, because they're a part of that world. It's like, oh my god, it's actually so crazy. Like, we're not over explaining everything and trying to like find a reason for why this there. It's like, no, they're there because this is this world that has all these things, and it just fits. It's like, it's why you have the Hand. It's why you have Scorpion and Tombstone and Punisher and Hulk. It's like, this is a universe that feels lived in, but they don't overtake the main draw, which is Spider-Man. You're there to see Spidey. You're gonna get a Spider-Man story, and it is a pretty good story. A little bit messy in some instances, I will admit. I think you could trim down a few of the scenes with Ned Leeds and Zendaya, because I think they drag on a little bit and they get a little bit repetitive, when I feel like less is more on that. A real highlight I've seen was the interactions between Spider-Man and Punisher. They really give them a nice little back and forth bickering, kind of like a brotherly kind of like bickering. They're always like, giving each other shit and kind of always like guilt tripping one another, and for people who were wondering if Punisher was going to get super watered down just because of the PG-13 rating, honestly, it still feels like Punisher from the Netflix shows and all that. It still feels like him, and it fits pretty well. I think I don't think there was much difference, other than he's not like brutally chopping some dude's head off. I think they get the point across. Like, this is Punisher. This is what we got, and it's perfect. It works pretty well for that. And of course, Hulk is only there for the scenes he's in. We don't really get much of Mark Ruffalo, thank God. It was nice to see like proper Savage Hulk again, which was really cool. Like, I loved that. It was like seeing an old friend. It was like, oh my god, it's Savage Hulk. I haven't seen you in like forever, my guy. As for the villain, or antagonist, I guess would be more accurate term, it is Jean Grey. Yeah, I know, spoilers, blah 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 blah, but people were kind of already guessing it. The actress, I think she did an alright job with the role. This interpretation of the character, a little bit different than what I'm usually used to, but it did the job more or less. Can't say I really had any complaints. I mean, it felt like an intimidating villain that was kind of like messing around, and there was at least a nice little semi-mystery where you're trying to figure out, okay, like, what's the deal here? What's going on? Like, there's more to it in this film, and I think like the ending was pretty alright. If anything, you could at least say this gives you a primer for whenever they want to introduce this character into their X-Men stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Don't really have much else to say. I mean, music was pretty decent. The acting pretty much top notch all around the board, except for maybe Zendaya, but that's just personal bias, you know. Would I recommend you to see this movie? Yeah, I think I would. Like, it's a little bit messy. Is it like 100% perfect? No, but I think if you're looking for just a nice low stakes, like pure comic book cheese, like Spider-Man movie that's like, that feels like Spider-Man, like, yeah, go for it. I don't think you would have a bad time. Because like, walking out of that experience, I feel pretty happy about it, and that's all that matters to me. So you can leave your thoughts and suggestions for what else I should cover in the comment section below. I'll let you all go. See y'all. Goodbye.